Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Plone Conference 2017. We tried to organize a conference with a lot of Python, a lot of front-end, a lot of Plone, trying to bring to all of us a digital experience where we can mix more communities, people from Barcelona also interested in front-end development and Python development. So I really hope that you like this mixture of technologies, and I really think that the schedule is really impressive. I'm really proud about everybody who's going to talk. So I really hope that you enjoy all the schedule that we have. So we are approximately 180 persons that comes from 22 different countries, and that's really great. It's really great to have all of you in Barcelona. I know that situation, it's not maybe the best country situation, but you can be really relaxed. It's going to be really fun, and you're going to enjoy a lot these next days, what's going to happen. Not only in the conference. So first of all, I want to thank you, the four Google Summer of Code students that have been able to come. I know it's been really hard for them to come. So really thank you to all four of you to be able to be here. And I hope that you are also enjoying the conference. But the conference didn't start today. It started 2 days ago when we had 2 days of full-day trainings. And I really want a big applause and I really thank you, all the trainers that has been doing these classes, workshops, because all of them have been really interesting. And we had, I think, 90 different attendees in all the different trainings. So really thank you to all the trainers. And of course, these kind of conferences will not be able to be done if we don't have a sponsors, companies that trust with what we are going to do with the community. So first, I want to thank you, Jaskarta and Nona, to be the gold sponsors, and a big applause for them also. And the silver sponsors, and we have much more sponsors, but there was no space on the slide. You can see on the posters around. So really thank you to all of them. Also a big applause for them. So besides the companies, the most important value for the Plone community, I think it's the people. And there is a bunch of people I really would love to thank you for their help. First, I would love to thank Jordi Cicerón, who's been helping on organizing the Python track, getting people from Python community that it's not really involved in the Plone community to get us more connection with the Python community. So thank you, Jordi. Philip Bauer, who's been taking care about organizing all the training, making sure that 15 people gets on touch and organizes today full training. It's a lot of work, so thank you, Philip. And I also want to thank you, Albert Casado, who is our chief designer, we can say, in the Plone. He's the responsible of Barceloneta theme, the theme that we have in Plone 5. And it's been helping doing all the design from the website, all the posters, everything that you see in the merchandising, and supporting us, that it's also really hard. So thank you, Albert. And Kim, sorry if I don't say your last name really good. So, Kim Yugen? No, it's okay? Yeah. So thank you, Kim, because you've been supporting a lot us and supporting Víctor mostly. And that's really, we really need to thank you because it's been great. So, as you can see, we are in a really nice building. The university has helped us a lot. They are offering these rooms, this place, And I really want to thank you. And we have the luck that the vice dean of the university he's been using Plone for a long time. He's the one who taught me Plone, who showed me what's Plone kind of 15 years ago. And he's here, and he wants to say you welcome to all of you. So I would love to have Sebas on the stage to say you welcome. Sebas Avila, vice dean of the UPC.
Okay, good morning, everyone. For me, it's a pleasure to host this edition of Plone Conference here. And I want to welcome all of you to the UPC that you know is the Technical University of Catalonia. Do you hear me? Okay. I will especially thank to Ramon and all the organizing team to take the conference here. I know they worked very hard the last month to offer you a good venue and a pleasant venue for you. And also I would to thanks to the sponsors. As always, without the sponsors, it's impossible to have conference and to pay the expenses. So, Plone it's as Ramon said, it's not unknown to me. I closely follow the project from version 2, more or less, I think, no? That. And I enjoyed it many times, and I hate it many times too, really. As most of you, I think. And however, I continue to follow the project, so it's good. You know that UPC teaches about 30,000 students, approximately, and has a budget of 300 million euros. This is the dimension of the university. And we are heavily in depth with the Plone community because most of our web infrastructure is based on Plone, really. In fact, our main site is also based on Plone and was re-engineered during the last months to try to get a better market penetration with was unveiled just 2 weeks ago. So, and it was a very successful project, I would say. People is happy with the results. Overall, we have about 400 sites on Plone, which is a big number, with a common infrastructure, a sophisticated one, I would say. Your venue here will not return. I don't know how can we return the all what the Plone community gives to us, letting us to support our infrastructure here. No? It's letting you stay here, maybe it's a part of the revenue, you know, but I absolutely know that it's not enough. So, in the last 4 years, I was in charge of the ICT infrastructure of the whole university, no? And based on this experience, and I want to give you a couple of humble opinions about Plone from my standpoint. The first is that I want to say you that you should maybe put more emphasize more the user experience, the end user experience overall. You know, this is an emerging requirement for all the projects. So don't miss this point. You know. And the second one is referring to the following. Most of people see Plone as, let's say, a web machine. Basically something orienting to build sites, with websites. But we have a number of applications built over Plone that mostly are document processing applications. document managing applications. And I think that it's a good future line for the product. A very important one. There is an important niche here. So don't miss also this other line. No? This is my humble opinion, of course. You are the experts. In a speech like this one is mandatory also to invite you to know Barcelona. I will extend the offering and will invite you to know not only Barcelona, but Catalonia is a nice country, and if you can spend some time outside Barcelona, try it, you will enjoy. And finally, I cannot avoid to talk some words about the political situation here. I know that it's rather uncommon on this kind of speech to talk about this, but the political situation is complex, as you know. For many years, a majority, or maybe not a majority, a big group of Catalans are convinced that the sharing the state with Spain has become very difficult. Really difficult. Not impossible, but very difficult, unless we relinquish to our deep sense of being a nation. That's the problem, really. And you know that because of this, we are involved in a complex and a peaceful but complex process of becoming independent. You also know that the relationship with Spain now, it's not easy. We are subject to some political violence in the last days, you know it, by the news. And just Monday, 2 Catalan leaders were jailed. The crime was to organize peaceful demonstrations. This is the crime. So we have, again, political prisoners. We had not political prisoners for a long time here in Spain. I commit you to know better this situation, to ask the people, to make yourself an opinion, and to explain to your friends what is the situation here now. Maybe you will live during these few days something that you never thought to live here. So thank you very much.
Well, it was supposed that the Catalan government should come also to do a speech welcoming, but they say apologize because, as Seba said, the situation is quite complex and they are really busy. So we say there is no problem, but they want to say that they apologize for not being here and that welcome also from the Catalan government. So I've been saying thanks to all the volunteers, the sponsors, the university. But there is 2 persons who has been organizing this conference, all the logistics, and I really, really want a big applause for them because they deserve it. It's Agatha Abalo and Víctor Fernández de Alba. Okay, after saying so many thanks and doing a lot of applauses, it's time for the logistic explanation and welcoming. So now it's your turn, Víctor.
Cool. Okay. A quick heads up on how the conference will go. Anybody who has already attended to conference know how we do things here, but just in case, next 3 years will be the conference days. And we will start mainly at 9. We will have a coffee break at 10:45, and then we will have the lunch at 1:30. in the garden, that is in the Vertex building garden, that is just right here. We will access the garden through a door that is right on the right side of the hall. Then I want also to remind you that we have a code of conduct during all the conference, and not only on the rooms of the conference, but also during the party and during other events that could happen in the umbrella of the conferences. Agatha, Paul, and me will be part of the code of conduct team, and you could contact us if you need something about this matter. Yeah. Also regarding behavior, it's also we want also to mention that we want everybody to be inclusive, so make people feel welcome. Use the Pac-Man rule, which is coined by Paul, which means that if we are talking to people, not to do it in a closed circle, but we can do the choreography. So instead of being right here, just try to be the Pac-Man.
This is the Pac-Man rule, so you open up, there's always room for somebody new.
Okay, also, we want also to remind that the party, on the party time, party, but party responsible, please. Then, on the evening, we will have lightning talks from 5 p.m. I think that everybody knows what the lightning talks is. We will be holding a flip chart near to the entrance, near the registration desk, where you can write your lightning talk, and then on the evening each day, then we will follow the order of the persons that will have sing on that flip chart. The lightning talks will take place from 5 to 6 normally each day here, everybody. Then exactly open spaces? We'll also have an auxiliary room available for open spaces. We will also have a flip chart next to the lightning talks one. Please put there if you want to hold open space to talk about something specific, and try to meet with other people and talk about that subject that you might find interesting. Also, rooms. We will have this room, which is the auditorium. We'll have all the plenaries here, keynotes as well. And then we'll have the sala d'actas, which is you have to enter into the building, then go to the basement one, and just when you go out of the stairs, you have it on your left side. It's 2 doors open. It has no miss possible. Then we will have the S217, which is the big room that we did the trainings the first day, the guillotina training and the angular training. So it's in the basement 2. When you go out of the stairs, take the left hallway, and all the way down the hallway, you will find the room S217. In case that you have some doubts in the brochure that you have in your bag, you can find the exact location of all the rooms. The auxiliary room will be the room 216, which is in front of the talks room. Okay. More things. Sally, please. Could you join me and explain?
So, people, we've had a real problem trying to come up with a curated selection of Plone add-ons to recommend to new members of the community coming in wondering, how would I do this? How would I do that? There's 300 add-ons for Plone 5 on PyPy. How do I navigate this? We've tried committees, we've tried different things, and it's difficult with all of us so busy. So we're trying something new this conference, and we need all of your help, everyone here. The only excuse you might have is if you are totally new to Plone and you've never really used any add-ons and you have no idea, in which case your job is to make sure that everybody else fills out one of these. It's a nomination ballot. It's kind of smaller than I was expecting. So write with your very neatest handwriting on this your top 10 or less, if you want to have fewer, add-ons for Plone, for both the quality of the code and the general utility of the add-on for a large number of websites. We would like to collect these nomination sheets today. By the end of the day, we'll have some sort of a box or something at the registration desk where you came in. So everyone take one of these, one only, fill it out with your top 10 add-ons in your neatest handwriting so I can read it tonight, and we'll collate this, and then tomorrow we will have a voting session where we'll put up pages for each of the top, I don't know how many there are going to be, but maybe the top 50 will make a cutoff, and everybody will get stickers. Will I have a chance to explain this again tomorrow, do you think, in the morning? I'll remind you tomorrow about the voting. You'll get stickers, and you'll put your stickers on your favorite add-ons, and then we'll count it all up. And on Friday,